I will be simply clicking on this Get Data, and then I will click on Excel Workbook. After that, I will simply go to D drive, Power BI folder. Inside this Power BI folder, I have my file name Power BI project. I will select that file and then I will click on Open. So here you can see Power BI project Excel file, and inside that there are three different tables. So we will select sales table. Okay. Click on the sales table and then click on load. You can notice that the particular data is getting loaded to the Power BI. You can see sales table over here inside the data tab. And when I click on this arrow here, we have all the columns of this table. So let's say I want to create a stack column chart. So we will select stack column chart, which is present over here. And we are done with our second step, that is to choose the visualization. Now our third step is to select the fields, that is on which field you want to create this chart. Let's say I want to see the total revenue per city. So I will click on city and total revenue. The Power BI is so smart that it will automatically take total revenue in y-axis and city in x-axis. Let's say if I especially want to drag and move to particular axis. Let's remove the stick from here. So what I have to do is I will drag city in x-axis and total revenue in y-axis. So we got the chart over here, proper chart. If you're not dragging into correct position, then Power BI is so smart that it will automatically takes which field needs to be placed at x-axis and which field needs to be placed at y-axis. After these three steps, we do have row level security as well, that we will be discussing in our coming lecture. After connecting to the data source, now our next step is to create the visualization. So we have already seen these three types of steps over here. Let's say I want to see subcategory by total revenue. So first I will remove the tick from city and I will select subcategory. So you can see this chart where subcategory is in x-axis and total revenue is in y-axis. You can notice that our visualization is not looking more appealing. So here we do have an option to format our visualization. For that, we will simply go to Format Your Visual, and here you can see we have options. Let's say I want to format x-axis first. You do have the option to either switch it off or on. Let's switch it off first. After switching it off, you can notice that earlier you were getting the options of subcategory over here. But as soon as you switch it off, you aren't getting any options of subcategory. So let's switch it on. And after switching it on, you can see the arrow on the left of the x-axis. Just click on it. Now, if you want to change the font type, then just click on the font. I will change it to Georgia. Then I will increase the font size from here and make it 14. I will apply bold, italic, underline. I will change the color to dark blue. And then I will increase the area height to 35. And then we have concatenate labels. You can switch it off or on. After that, we have titles here. You can notice we have title called subcategory. If you want to reflect it, then you can switch it on. But if you don't want to reflect it, you can simply switch it off. Now the subcategory has gone. I don't want the title to be reflected, so I have switched it off. Now let's go to y-axis. If you switch it off, then you notice that you aren't getting any options of y-axis. Let's see if you switch it on, then you are getting the options in y-axis. Now here you do have total revenue. You can notice all the total revenue is displayed within the 500 unit range. This thing you can change in the range section. You just click on this arrow. From here you can give the minimum and maximum value. Like here I will give minimum 0 and maximum 5000. Now if you want to change the font, you can go to values. Here you can increase the font size. I will make it 40.